it's Katie Hemphill here, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do what I like to do, which is go into some simple, powerful practice and also have some supporting conversation to help you your embodiment path. As we're moving through this winter season, I'm really, as I promised, keeping us focused on this stillness theme. So this theme that is cultivating inner stillness. So inner stillness, just taking a moment to what does inner stillness mean to you? I know as I went through my whole morning today, my mind was like racing from one thing to the next, and I was actually being super productive in a lot of ways, but it was like kind of scattered, was hard to focus, and I was getting a lot of things done. And in a lot of ways, it was great. In a lot of ways, it wasn't great. So I sat down. I tried to follow this guided journey, and it just wasn't going so well because I couldn't get focused to follow, where I needed to go, be guided. And so what I did is I stopped. I sat down and I just did the thing that I teach you guys over and over and over again. And let's do it here. Let's do it here again. I know, again, are we going to do the same thing here again? Yes, because it is the most powerful practice that I believe I can teach you. It is the practice that has fundamentally changed my life, has fundamentally changed my own inner world when I have the ability to actually do it. So as I did this earlier today, I'm going to guide you through it today. And, maybe you're seated like I am, maybe you're standing, but wherever you are, just taking a minute to really feel into the surface that's holding you here. So I'm seated on a chair, on a hardwood floor. So it's a moment to be present with the ground beneath you. What is the physical structure holding you here in this moment, at this point in time? And from this point of connection, starting to breathe deeply down into that point of connection. So deep, deep breaths. And as you're breathing down deeply, I invite you to slow down that pace of your breath. So it's this deep breath, this slow breath, this full breath. Just bringing it down deep into self. Down deep into self in connection with that physical structure, that physical surface that is grounding you here in this moment. So big breaths, full breaths. Yet still let these breaths be ease-filled, right? So this isn't a straining, forcing your breath in. This isn't allowing. It's like an opening up. Can you open up to allow yourself to be filled with breath? Right? There's nothing fancy here. There's nothing super technical here. We're just very simply getting back to the basics that, a lot of us humans have forgotten. We've forgotten how to breathe in a way that lets us be grounded, that lets us be focused, that lets us be present. And as we've forgotten this, we've gotten all caught up in the chaos of life, where we're just tossed around from one moment to the next. And as we're tossed around from one moment to the next, we're overstimulated with all this noise. How much noise is there always out in our world, always bombarding us with all this stimulus? So what this practice is making a stand to detach from that, to detach from the noise of the world, to detach from You know, the wheels out in life that are just spinning and spinning us and taking us along for a ride. And it's a stand, to stand on your own ground, to be present, embodied, here now in felt connection. What is here? What is now? What would best serve to have my attention? Where would my focus best be served? Does it serve in this moment to be focused? Does it serve in this moment to let go a little bit, release a little bit more into ease? So as we get in the rhythm of calling in this sort of practice, and knowing that as you get in the rhythm of calling in this sort of practice, right, you don't have to go through a whole thing every time you do it. You just do it just like that. In any minute, in any moment, right, half a second, you're here. Power of your breath, power of your focused intention. I'm grounded, I'm present, I'm here. Maybe in being here, you recognize like, oh, I really need a few seconds, or hey, a few minutes to really bring in some deep, slow, full breaths. Or maybe in doing this practice, you realize like, wow, something else is up and I need some other sort of practice to call in, right? As we're here, I like to teach this one practice to really help ground us for each video. Knowing that what we're really working with is cultivating a whole toolbox of practices, because sometimes that deep, slow, full conscious breath is what serves. Sometimes that is not what serves. I'm thinking of the moments where I've just needed to just like run up a mountain, just like charge, just like, just like sprinting up a mountain. Like sometimes that's what serves. But if we're going to know what serves, and we're going to know what we need to do to call upon in any one moment, we have to find a way to bring ourselves into the present moment, to ground ourselves in, get a little bit more focused than maybe we had been the second before, present here, and again, those deep grounding breaths, connecting yourself down into the earth, the ground, the physical surface beneath you. I have found the most powerful practice in my toolkit to just call upon all day long, to expand on when I need some deeper grounding, to pivot from when I need something else. So just a little bit of conversation and practice for you today. We're going to keep this one short. Just, maybe this is a reminder for you, or heck, maybe you're new here and you've just found yourself here, and this is like just getting you started with a little taste of all the different ways that we can be in an embodiment practice. A meditation practice, but more than that, a fully embodied practice. So from here, maybe you want to dive deeper into a different video. Maybe you want to sit and play with this breath practice more. Maybe you want to go really deep right away. Join my Stillness Speaks winter event, an event that we are here to really devote ourselves for the next many weeks to calling in a grounded, focused stillness practice from that space, really calling in clarity, calling in all the good stuff of life. So if that sings true to you, go to upwardslopes.com/stillnessspeaks. Of course, the link will be provided in the notes. Yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hope this little video served in whatever way it does, and I look forward to catching you in whatever the next spaces that we find ourselves in.